Good morning, children. Today I'm going to start with the lesson from the English grammar, that is phrases and clauses. Okay, see, the subject is English. Okay, from your English grammar textbook, the lesson number 1, I have started with the topic, the lesson number 1, phrases and clauses. Now let us know first what is phrases, right? What is phrases? Phrases is nothing but a phrase is a group of words. A phrase is a group of words that act as an adjective adverb. Okay, see here, act as an adjective. Adjective means it describes a noun, right? Adjective means it describes a noun. Adverb means it describes about the verb. So see, a phrase is a group of words that act as an adjective adverb. Okay, so adjective means the adjective describes a noun. So same as like that, adverb means it describes a verb. Okay, so adjective, adverb, or noun in a sentence. Okay, noun in a sentence. So a phrase does not contain a finite verb. Okay, see here, a phrase, it won't contain a finite verb. What is finite verb? See, I have written here. Finite verb in the past tense. So it contains a past tense or present tense. Okay, so that is called the finite verb. The verb which contains the past tense or the present tense. The tense must be there. Okay, that is the finite verb. See here. So here a phrase does not contain a finite verb, so but may contain a non-finite or infinite verb. So infinite means what? Here, see, for finite, it must contain a tenses, right? So as like that, so for non-finite or infinite verb, it does not contain the, see, it must not have the present tense. Okay, so infinite verbs without tense and actions of a sentence. So it won't contain the action. So verbs without tense and action of a sentence, that is called the infinite verbs. Okay, so see here, so a phrase does not contain a finite verb. Finite already I explained, the verb which contains tenses, that is past tense, present tense, right? So which contains, that is called the finite verb. So the verb, see, but may contain a non-finite verb also. The verb which not contains the tenses or action words, that is called the non-finite verb. So a participle, so it and also it is a participle, an infinite or a gerund. So here see, gerund means what? The word, say here, ing, the verbs that must contains what functions as the ing form, ing form, the gerund ing form of a verb that functions the same as a noun. So it functions like as a same like a noun itself. See, gerund ing, it must contains the ing form. So gerund ing form of a verb that functions the same as a noun, that functions same as a noun. See, for example, have given here, running is fun. Okay, running is fun. So here see the word which this is ended with ing form, right? ing. So running is fun. Got it? So the gerund is the verb which contains ing form, that is the gerund word, say ing. The form of a verb that functions, the form of a word that functions the same as a noun, So for example, see here, running is fun. Okay, running is fun. The running ing, the run plus ing. So it is running is fun. Got it, children? So see, once again, I'll just explain for you. See, an infinite or a gerund, I just now I explained, right? So it does not make a complete sense. So it does not make a complete sense, but can have a meaning through. So it does not give the complete sense also. It is giving some meaning for us. It is giving some meaning for us, meaning through its relation Meaning through its relation means from one word to another word, some part of the sentence. So in the some part of the sentence, from that only we can understand. So in which it stands. So in which it stands is called the phrases. Okay. So here see, once again I'll just explain for you. Phrases. Phrases means a phrase is a group. A phrase is a group of words that act as an adjective. Adjective, what I said? So adjective is it describes a noun and adverb is describes a verb. So adjective, adverb or or noun in a sentence. A phrase does not contain a finite verb. Finite verb, the verb which contains tenses. Okay, tenses. Tense of like past tense, present tense, like that. The verb which in the past tense or present tense. So okay, so the finite verb but may contain a non-finite or infinite means that verb which does not contain a tense or action words. Okay, that is infinite verb. So a participle, an infinite or a gerund. Gerund means what I said, the verb which contains ing form, that is the gerund. See, gerund means ing form of a verb that functions same as a noun. So that is running is fun. So running what? That is running means are you and then ing, right? So the ing form is running is fun. Example what I gave, that is running is fun. So the next one, see, it does not make a complete sense, so but can have meaning through its relation, some part of the sentence in which it stands, in which it stands. So once again, I'll just explain these things, what I have explained, that finite, infinite, and gerund word, that is finite. Finite means verb in the past tense or present tense. Present tense, okay, the verb which contains past tense and present tense means it is the tenses. Got it? So the next is infinite. Infinite means verbs without tense. Verbs without tense. That is the and action of a sentence or infinite verbs. So the gerund already I have explained. So once again I'm explaining for this for you to understand. So gerund means ing in form of a verb that functions the same as a noun. That functions same as a noun. Example, I said no, running is fun. So the running, it contains ing in form. So running is fun. So here in the phrases, we have divided that into a 5 parts. See, that is noun phrases in this lesson. Okay. The next level, what we are going to learn means the noun phrases, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase. Okay, see, noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, verb phrase, prepositional phrase. So already I said no, that is noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase, right? So these are the 5 phrases we are going to learn now. So the first one is, that is noun phrase. Noun phrase, noun phrase, noun phrase is a noun phrase is a group of words. A noun phrase is a group of words that consist of a noun. So it's a group of words. Okay, it's a group of words. It consists a noun. So and it modifies, it's expense. Okay, and it modifies together, acts as a noun. Altogether, it acts as a noun in a sentence. That kind of sentence is called the noun phrases. Here, a noun phrase is a group of words. Okay, a noun phrase is a group of words that consist of a noun. Okay, noun consists of a noun and it modifies and together acts as a noun. Together acts as a noun. Say for example, his sudden disappearance is mystery. Right, sudden disappearance is mystery. Okay, disappearance is mystery is the noun phrase here, so it acts as a noun. Okay, in the sentence, this was or acts as a noun. See here, his sudden disappearance is mystery. So see the okay, next example is there, no? So the next example, I had a delicious meal. So I had a delicious meal. Delicious meal. It's a noun phrase. Okay. So here see his sudden disappearance is mystery. The second example is I had a delicious meal. So here disappearance is mystery is a noun phrase, and here a delicious meal is a noun phrase. Okay. See the noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words. Okay, the noun phrase is a group of words that consist of a noun. Okay, that consists, it is the word sentence will consist of a noun and it modifies that sentence. Okay, like and it's together, altogether the words, so acts as a noun only. Okay, it acts as a noun. So for example, the sudden disappearance is mystery. Disappearance is mystery is the see his sudden disappearance. It's a noun phrase, right? So here see his sudden disappearance is mystery. And second one, I had a delicious meal. Here delicious meal is the noun phrase. So the next one is adjective phrase. The next one is adjective phrase. So here adjective phrase, a group of words. Adjective phrase, a group of words that does the function of an adjective. Already I said no, it describes the noun. So functions of an adjective and a sentence is called an adjective phrase. It describes about the noun. So see, adjective phrase, a group of words that does the function of an adjective. It does the functions of an adjective. Adjective means what I said. So already before this I have explained right few minutes before. So that adjective means it describes the noun, right? So yeah, see the functions of an adjective in a sentence, what it is doing. Okay, so in a sentence is called an adjective phrase. Example, see the girl in white dress is Ruby. The girl in white dress is Ruby. So the white dress, she is in the white dress, right? This is the adjective is Ruby. So the third one, that is adverb phrase. The adverb phrase, a group of words that does the function of an adverb. Adverb means describes the verb, right? So it describes the verb. So in a sentence is called adverb phrase. So see, adverb phrase is group of words. Adverb phrase is group of words that does the function of an adverb. That function of an adverb in a sentence. Is called an adverb phrase. So see adverb phrase. Okay, I said no, adverb meaning it describes a verb. So the first one is he behaved in a foolish manner. So here see in a foolish manner. Okay, this is the adverb phrase. What I have underlined. Okay, so the next one is verb phrase. The fourth one is verb phrase. So here a verb phrase is a group of words that includes the main verb. The verb phrase is a group of words that includes the group of verbs. That is many verbs in that. So and any of its model, or else any of like that only the words. Okay, so and or auxiliary verb, or else it contains a auxiliary verb. So this is called the verb phrase. So a verb phrase is a group of words that includes that includes the main verb, that includes the main verb or any of its model. Model is same as like that, or else auxiliary verbs are called the verb phrases. Got it, children? So the example is we are working hard as ever. We are working hard as ever. So this is the example. Once again, I'll just explain you from the beginning. That is noun phrase. Noun phrase or noun phrase is a group of words that consist of a noun and its modifiers and together acts as a noun. And for the example is his sudden disappearance is mystery. His sudden disappearance is mystery. The second one, I had a delicious meal. So the second one is I had a delicious meal. So the second one, see here, the adjective phrase. Now it is adjective phrase, a group of words that does the function of an adjective in a sentence is called the adjective phrase. Example, the girl in white dress is Ruby. What I have underlined here in the sentence, no, this is the adjective verb, in white dress. So the third one is see, adverb phrase, in a group of words that does the function of an adverb. I said no, adverb means it describes the word in a sentence is called the adverb phrase. So here see, example is he behaved in a foolish manner. In a foolish manner, what I have underlined, this is the adverb phrase. So the next one is verb phrase. Verb phrase, a verb phrase is a group of words. Word phrase is a group of words that includes the main verb and any of its model and or any of its model means another verb like a verb and auxiliary verb, that is called a verb phrase. Example, we are working hard as ever. So next we have to go for the prepositional phrase. So the next one is prepositional phrase. It last. Okay, the fifth one is prepositional phrase. Here, and a prepositional phrase is a phrase contains a prepositional. See here, it's objects and modifies of the object if any. It is just modifies the objects. If it is there means the sentence, in a sentence it will modify the object. So from the words. So the book is on the table. The example is the book is on the table. The preposition say prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase contains a prepositional. Okay, it contains a prepositional. Its objects and it just modifies the words. Okay, it just modifies the words. So this is called the prepositional phrase. The example is the book is on the table. Okay, now let's go for the exercise. That is first main. In your textbook, first main is there, no? See, from the first main it is rearrange the words in the brackets to form noun phrases. To form noun phrases and rewrite those sentences. So, and rewrite the sentences. So, here see the first one is Millie was given the task of. So, they are given the only half sentence. Okay. So in the bracket, they are given like a clue for you. You have to make use of this and you have to make a sentence. A complete sentence you have to make. So what they have given in the bracket means that is family, cooking, entire, for the. So here see, Millie was given the task of, in the bracket, see the questions what they are given. So that is family, cooking, entire, for the. Okay, so here how we have to make a sentence means we have to make a sentence for making noun phrases. Okay, to make a noun phrases. See, Millie was given the task of, the half sentence, what it is there, we have to take as like that only. Okay, after that, what they have given in the bracket, that we have to make use for to make the complete sense of the sentence. Okay, see, Millie was given the task of cooking. Task of, what we can write next to that? See, family, or task of family? No, it won't give the complete sense. So here see task of cooking for the entire family. For the cooking, I have taken cooking first. I have taken the cooking. The next one is for the. So next one is entire. Here itself in the bracket itself. Entire means whole family. Okay, for the whole family members. So that is entire family. Got it? How we have to make the complete sentence. So noun phrase sentence. So here Millie was given the task of, in the bracket it is family, cooking, entire, for the, they are given, it's a clues they have given. From this we have to frame the sentence, the noun phrases sentence we have to frame. That is Millie was given the task of cooking for the entire family, for the whole family or family members. Okay, entire means whole. Okay, so the next one is she began. Only they have given she began. After that, in the bracket, what they have given means last month. Okay, last month piano lessons taking. Okay, that we have, now we have to make this as a noun phrase. See here, she began. This we have to take as like that only. She began. So after that, what we have to take from this sentence only, we have to take the words. So that is taking. She began taking piano lessons. Okay, piano lessons last month. Okay, from the clues we have to take. So she began, it's like a jumble. The sentence they have given the jumble, we have to make it that as a proper sentence. She began last month. See in the bracket it is last month piano lessons taking. So she began as like that. We have to take after that taking piano lessons last month. Piano lessons last month. So the next one is third one. Third one is every day he practices. Okay, every day he practices. Only that much sentence, complete sentence they have given. After that, they have given like the jumbled words. Okay, see a ball into net, shooting the, again that they have given, right? So here see, every day he practices. Same as like that, we have to take from the question itself. What they have given in the question, that only we have to take till he practices. Okay, shooting it is there in the clues itself. The ball, the one, the I have taken. Okay, one, the ball. Okay, into and next the I have taken into the okay, into the net. Got it? So into the net. See, every day he practices ball. Okay, see here, every day he practices till that it's a complete sentence. So in the bracket they have given like a jumbled words. We have to make that as a noun phrases sentence. See, every day he practices shooting the ball into the net. Shooting the ball into the net. The fourth one is he does his work without one, till there the complete sense, the sentence is there. After that it is like a time any wasting. Okay, time any wasting. See here, now he does his work without wasting any time, See here, he does his work without till that it's a complete sentence. After that it's like a jumbled words. See, now we have to frame that as a noun phrases, right? So he does his work without wasting any time. So we can go for the next example now. So now fifth one, that is their favorite pastime was, say in the bracket would have given, that is shopping malls around hanging. Okay, this is what the jumbled words that they are given. We have to frame this as a noun phrases. So here see the in the question itself they are given their favorite pastime was, same as like that we have to take. Okay, the favorite pastime was, the Their favorite pastime was hanging. From the see here bracket itself we are taking, that is hanging around, shopping malls. Okay, shopping malls. So their favorite pastime was hanging around, in the bracket it is there. So hanging around shopping malls. This is the noun phrase sentence. Okay, so the next sixth one. So Vasu is skilled at. Okay, Vasu is skilled at the giver. It's a question. So say in the jumbled words we have to make a complete sentence now, right? So that is electrical, repairing, appliances. So the question what they have given, that is electrical, repairing, appliances. Now we have to write the answer, right? See the answer. Vasu is skilled at repairing, see, electrical appliances. See now the sentences. Vasu is skilled at repairing electrical appliances. Yes, no. So this is the noun phrase sentences. Now we can go for the second main, that is underline the correct words. Underline the correct words. They are given the two words. You have to choose and underline which is correct for the sentence. See here, the first one is he is very careful, so he avoids to make or. See here, they are given to make or making. So which word is correct here? It suits for the sentence is making mistakes. Okay, got it, children? So see here, he is very careful, so he is avoids to make, it is not to make mistakes, means it's not a complete proper sentence, right? So making mistakes is the correct answer. So he is very careful, so he avoids making mistakes. Okay, so he is very careful, so he avoids making mistakes. The first one. The second one. Now see the second one. I must finish to do or doing. See, to do or doing. To do. See here, I must finish to do my works. Right? So it is not a complete sentence. So it is not a proper sentence. So here, doing my work. I must finish doing my works. So the third one, I agreed to help or helping him. So I agreed to help him, not helping him, right? I agreed to help him. This is the proper sentence. So I agreed to help him. I agreed to help him. It's a proper sentence. So next one, you must stop to make or making. So it's a making such long phone calls. So you must stop making such long phone calls. This is the correct answer. Making is the correct word. Okay. So you must stop to make or making such long phone calls. That is a making is the correct answer. The first one is they have. The fifth one is here they have to start or started. So here the correct word is started. They have started building the new stadium. So here they have started building the new stadium. The started is the correct word here. So the sixth one. So here sixth one, he refused to aspect or aspecting the gift. So here to aspect my gift. He refused to aspect my gift. He refused to aspect my gift. So the third main, I'll give you for the assignment. You write the answers, how much you understood from that. In the next class, I'll give the answers for that with explanation. Okay. Thank you, children.